All right, what's going on? We're back on cue. Uh, I hope everyone's enjoying their long weekend. First thing I like to say is that I am kind of proud of the progress that I've been seeing a lot of you making with these double or these two-step discount problems. So I don't want to do too much talking, but we still need a little bit more practice. If you have a calculator at home, you can use it. If you have one on your computer, you could use it too. Now, mind you, we're always still going to practice these freehands without a calculator, but when I give you an assessment and there's 5 or more of these on a test, I want you to be able to use a calculator because I'm not really the computation is important, but more important is the setting up of the problem and make sure you understand how to set it up. All right, so Mathites, 7th grade, 6th grade, or 8th grade, whatever grade you're in. If you're watching, all right, let's jump right in. Okay, so two-step tip and tax. Okay, so let's look at the problem. Juan takes his family out to dinner on Saturday evening. The bill before taxes was $75. Juan wants to leave the waiter a 15% tip on the pre-tax amount of the bill. There was also a 6% sales tax that must be paid. So how much will Juan pay including tax and tip? Okay, so let's go here. So now, uh, we always like to find out what do we know first. So far, I know that the bill before taxes is $75. That's important information. All right, and I also know that Juan wants to leave the waiter a 15% tip on the pre-tax. This is important, pre-tax, pre meaning before. And of course, he has to pay a 6% sales tax that must be paid. Okay, so 2 steps. So first, let's find the tip he's going to leave. We know our formula, percent over 100, is always going to equal to the part over the whole. All right, this should be clockwork. You should be doing this in your sleep. All right, next step, let's set it up. I have my 100 on the bottom, as always, 100%. That's always going to be there. That must line up with my original price before tax or tip or anything is added. That's going to be 75. It's a 15% tip, so 15 out of the 100 is going to be left for a tip. And in dollars, we have to find out what that is in dollars. X, we don't know. All right, let's cross multiply. Always do our X first. We have 100X is equal to whatever 15 times 75 is. Now, this is the part where you go to your calculator and it does the calculation for you. So I have 15 times 75 as $1,125. And now I have my equation here. All right. So I'm going to rewrite my equation. I have 100x is equal to 1,125. And now I have to get rid of this 100 because I want to know what x is, right? I want to know what x is, not what 100x is. So let's get rid of that 100 by dividing. By 100, whatever I do on one side of the equation, jump over the equal sign and do the same thing over here. Now, if you know the 100 trick when dividing by 100, you should already know what we're going to get. This is going to cancel out, and now I'll go over here. We're going to have x is equal to, now we have to do this division. So once again, you want to go to your calculator. I got 1,125 divided by 100. That's going to equal to 11 and 25 hundredths. But in money, that is $11.25. Okay, so now we know that x is equal to that. So now we know that this pretty much can plug back into our x. But what do we know? What does this answer tell us? That means that $11.25 is lined up or is equal to my 15% tip. So now I could label this as the tip. So that's the tip that she's gonna leave. Okay, and now, but whoa, there's also a 6% sales tax that must be made. Now the tax, we have to leave 6% sales tax of the 75. So we still have to use our original price. Remember, This is not like we're getting two discounts where we subtract that first and then get our discount, all right? No, and get our sales price. That's not what this is. In this situation, we still are using the original price, 75. So now let's find the taxes. Okay, so we got percent over the 100 is equal to the part over the whole. Part over the whole. And that comes out to be, we know we have our 100, as always. The taxes we have to pay on our original amount of 75, and it's going to be 6%. And the 6% of 100, that equals in dollars to X amount we don't know. Let's cross multiply. 100 times X, we get 100X is equal to, I'm going to go back to the trusty calculator. And now I have 6 times 75 is going to equal to 450. And now I have a nice equation here that I must solve. As you can see, these steps are just the same. You just have to get used to the process. 100x is equal to 450. And we don't want to know what 100x is equal to. We got to get rid of that. Let's divide by 100. And that's gone. Jump over the equal sign. Let's do the same thing. Like I said, if you know the 100 trick, you should already know what this is before I do it. But I'll come back over here, and I know that x is equal to $4.50. But once again, what does that mean? Let's plug this back into my x. And now I know x is equal to 450, but what was that? Okay, that 450 lined up with 6. In case you forgot what this 6 was, go back to the problem. Oh, okay, that was my 6% sales tax. So now I know in taxes, I have to pay $4.50. These are my taxes. And now what's the question? It says, how much will Juan pay total, including the tax and the tip, including tax and tip? So now I know that the original bill was $75. I know the tip I left was $11.25. And I know the taxes that I left was $4.50. And now the total, I have to add all that together. Go to my trusty calculator. And what do I have? I have $4.50. I have $75 plus $11.25 plus $4.50. And my answer that I get is $90.75. And that's the total. So we're done with this problem here. And of course, let me give you a dollar sign here. You don't want to work without dollar signs. Now, the important thing to realize here is that you have a two-step problem, okay? So you find your tip and you find your tax, all right? Now, like I said, sometimes these things work. You can do it in one step. I'd rather you do everything one step at a time because then you know the value for each thing separately. And this is not one of the ones where we're getting two discounts and we have to find a sales price first and then use that as our new price to find the additional discount off. This is not one of these problems, okay? So you really have to pay attention to what setup you're using. But like I say, with practice, that's when we're going to get good. So just a little practice for you. That's so easy.